All right. Let me get this thing. It ain't working for some reason. All right. We should be live. Everybody, welcome to the channel. Make sure we got comments going. We got nobody here yet, so we'll wait a couple minutes before we start. Maybe we'll get somebody. It is raining still in some places.
Yeah, I was thinking about barbecuing ribs today, and I'm going, well, by the time I defrost them, parboil them in beer, throw them on the grill. I only need a window of 15 minutes on the grill.
Oh, really?
But I said as soon as I walked out the door, it'll be raining.
Mm-hmm.
So yep. I didn't do it, and I haven't seen a raindrop here since. Of course, it's probably raining here now.
Yeah, that's not good. All right. Let's see. Looks like Connie's on.
It's just me.
Just you. We might get somebody. You never know. But anyway, we can still film this thing and go over some stuff on the what do you call it? Motorcycle.
Yeah, we'll get some replays on YouTube.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Let's see where.
So the subject of the night is.
Ask me anything about a Challenger or a Roadmaster, and I can actually let me duplicate this screen here, and I can actually do my other camera. Let's see here. We got 3 people on here now, so that's good. Welcome to the podcast. We're waiting for everybody to come in. We're going to set up a couple things here, and then we can. We got a Roadmaster here that. He can explain the Roadmaster with everybody too. So
that'd be me.
Yeah, Max is here tonight. So let me.
Max is in the house.
I know. Max is.
Yes, I'm in my house.
A dry, nice house.
Yeah, thumbs up. Thank you.
My house.
So yeah.
Did you guys ever get your roof fixed?
Nah. Well, I haven't. Oh my gosh. This. I need to get my mouse here. Hold on a second. I'll be right back.
All right. So right now, this is a good time to do the disclaimer. We here at Throttle and Iron do not condone drinking, the consumption of spirits while riding or driving. So we are both sitting in the confines of our own home.
Mouse. That should work out a little bit better. I'm trying to copy the screen so I can go with my camera.
He was in the middle of giving his disclaimer.
Oh, okay. Yeah, do your disclaimer. Sorry, I had my headphone.
Okay, well, that's okay. You didn't know. So today we are saluting Sovereign, the winner of the 151st Kentucky Derby, and a little Woodford Reserve, the official bourbon of the Kentucky Derby in Churchill Downs. Here's to you.
Yeah.
Cheers, man. Nice.
All right. All right. So I'll be right back.
Again?
Just welcome to everybody.
Yeah. See, he interrupted my whole soliloquy there.
That's right.
and everything
right
else.
Along.
I know. I've got that down pat. So anyway, yes, Kentucky Derby was yesterday. I won $20 on Squares. I hope everybody did well on who they picked yesterday for the winner. I had 2 second places, a third place, and a last place. So $6 investment got me 20. I was real happy with that.
Absolutely. Yes. Anytime you can come out on the positive side.
Yeah, I had a friend's derby party yesterday. You know, nothing extravagant. Although I kept seeing a whole lot of guys on the phone doing FanDuel and all the rest of that stuff.
Everybody ask questions they want to.
Well, he was talking.
Oh, I'm sorry. No. I can't hear.
No, I was trying to fill the space, but that's okay. You're back. Yes, people, like, share, and subscribe. Please send in your comments if you have questions. The questions for the Challenger, the Pursuit, will go to Chris. The questions on the Chieftain and the Roadmaster will come to me. Actually, this is a show dedicated to the Power Plus engine versus the Thunderstroke engine.
Yeah, exactly. And we can go over some ride command. My exterior mic is not working that well, but we'll see how it works out. I can move around and touch some buttons if people want to see what this thing does. This is kind of different for everybody. We got 6 people on, so please ask your questions and we can get started on this thing. We're getting close. We're right now I do have a lot of people probably will ask. Let's see if I got. Let's go back to this. There we go. As you can see, I do have Apple CarPlay on there, so people might have that question too. How do you do that on an Indian? I can show you. It's pretty easy. And we can do that. And let's go back to the settings. So this is the GPS, and now everybody knows where I live at, so that's a bad thing. But anyway,
they're coming to get you.
I got an alarm system. I got a bunch of cameras, so don't worry about it. All right, but we're in the garage. We might have a little bit of echo. Hopefully, we don't. But I was trying to get one of my mics working, but they wasn't working for some reason, and that's what making me mad. Because they should be working. I don't know why.
You might want to tell everyone what you did first to your bike.
What I did? Oh, all right. So I do have some upgrades here, and when you see the camera is working now.
Yes, you do. One was a nightmare.
One was a nightmare. Yeah, I do have the what was these KST? What were these?
The handlebars from hell.
Yeah.
That's what they were.
Who makes handlebars? Max?
Everybody, KST.
Yeah, KSTs. That's who they are.
Are they the Apache, Comanche, or what?
The Comanches, yeah. Yeah, okay. So we'll go.
They're the high ones. So your hands are actually above the nacelle. They're outside in the wind.
Yep. Let's see. Challenger bars. So yeah. So I do have the.
I was surprised they made that much difference, but they made a lot of difference.
Yeah, they did. And you can get them pre-wired now. So.
Of course.
Yeah. So that's a good thing. But I do have the Comanche. I know somebody just bought the other ones when we go to their website, the Lakotas, and hopefully he likes them. They're a little bit different, but I do have the Comanches. And let me see if I can get this thing to work where I can get my iPhone on so people can ask some questions there. But let's see here. Let's change this phone. To the phone, because the phone's here now. So let's see, they not really. Oh, there we go. Desktop view. I don't know what that is. No, I don't. Christopher Mitchell's phone desk view camera. I don't know what that means.
You have a few.
I don't know, but it just went black.
Yeah.
The screen just went black.
Let's go back to the regular one we were at here. Okay, here we go. All right. So. Somehow this thing got moved over. Let's get rid of this thing. Yeah, we don't got that. Okay, here we go. So if you got any questions here, just let me know. Lesson Heather's on. He's how to get Apple CarPlay to work without Bluetooth headset. Yeah, that's a good question. And I have a different hookup now than I did before. I was using the quad lock, and I'm now using this wireless adapter. I don't know if I still have the box here. I think I do. Oh, there it is. Connie, are you? I can get it. So I'll give you guys what this is.
Les, what style of KSTs did you have on your Roadmaster? Were they Apaches, Comanches? What were they? Ouch! Oh, that hurt even from. Yeah, that hurt even from here. So.
Yeah. So I do have this brand right here. You can get this at AutoZone. And yeah. This is what I'm using now. And it hasn't aired out one time at all.
Wow.
Yes, I know.
You might want to switch screens on that because you're on a small screen with that. Nobody can read that.
Yeah, let's go over here. All right.
That's just new, isn't it?
There we go.
Is that new?
Okay, now turn it right side up. It's upside down.
I've had it for a couple weeks now, testing it out.
But it's new this year.
Yeah, new this year.
Okay.
Yep. This is definitely new this year. So,
now let me ask you this:
mm-hmm.
How does that work? You plug that into the USB. So what do you plug? Can you plug a fire stick into that, or do you have to do something else?
If your motorcycle
or Bluetooth it off your phone.
Yeah, if your motorcycle has the extra USB, then you can actually there's this. Man, I wish that my phone was working today because it would have been a lot easier. I don't know why it's not working, but technical difficulties, I guess. It's always.
We're always famous for that.
I know it's famous. So let me look at the cameras right here real quick and see what I can do. If I can get.
Yeah, because where does it plug in
There
on the
we
bike?
go. There we go. Maybe get this accent. What is that now? Where's it plug in?
Yeah, where's it plug in?
So
on
this
the
plugs
bike?
into your. If you're on a Challenger, the actual Chieftain and the Roadmaster is different. Where's your USB plug at, Max?
It's in the top. It's on the top of the fairing.
Mm-hmm.
In the box on top where you have the push button.
Gotcha.
If you have a Roadmaster or a Chieftain, you know what I'm talking about because it's different on the Challenger and Pursuit.
Yep. So let's see if I can get this thing on here. Let's get the music on here. CarPlay here. There we go. That's my wife. There we go. So you can use Spotify. You get Waze. You get all kinds of apps that you can use on this, and that's what's really cool about it. But you got to get. I'm gonna give a link here of what you have to get. Let me pull up my orders in Amazon because I bought it on Amazon. It was on sale. So
That's the way we like to purchase it.
yeah, exactly. All right.
Yes, everybody loves the sale.
Absolutely.
Yep. So let me see. CarPlay adapter. I got too many things. If my wife would stop shopping, I wouldn't have this problem.
I believe that's your daughter.
I'm looking. Yeah. Oh my gosh. My neighbors are probably wondering what the hell is going on. All right. So here's a link.
Finesse.
How many wheelies have you done? Oh my God.
None that I can remember. Might have been drinking one night and did one, but that's about it. So the new CarPlay thing I'm using is this one right here. Like I said, I have not had any problems with it at all. And then you will have to have this part with it. Let me see if I can find it. The M1. I think it's the M1 something. Let's see. Adapter.
So you have the USB and something else?
Yeah. It's in the back of the trunk here. Let me see here. I should have my camera working now. So it is the 1MII wireless receiver. So it's a M1 or what is it called again? IM or M1.
Which one is it?
This one. No, I'm dyslexic, so I got to read it again.
1M.
1M. MII wireless receiver. Let's see if we can get this thing here. But yeah, you have to have that, and that kind of fools the CarPlay into thinking that you have a wireless mic. And I can give you guys. It should work now. So let me change this setting here.
Be careful. Don't get a copyright strike.
Oh, I'm not. Well, I'm talking about this. This is my camera to see into my thing here. Let's see. Yep, there it is. All right. So let's move a little bit here. Why is it dark?
Oh my gosh.
I know. It says it's working. So why is it not working? Okay, here we go.
And it's a black screen.
Yeah, no. iPhone camera not working. Let me see what's going on here. It's
all right. While he's fooling with that, the technical difficulties. I'd like to thank everybody showing up for a impromptu special that we're having tonight on technical difficulties with Challengers and Pursuits.
Yeah.
We'll be on with our regularly scheduled program on Monday at 8:00.
Yeah.
So tune in then. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, please.
Yeah. Let me pull this one back up.
Finesse is commenting on your octagon lights.
Oh yeah, he likes them, huh?
He said, "One day when I grow up, maybe I'll have those."
I thought he had those already. The last video.
Oh no.
I thought he had them already. Oh well.
Yeah. Let me see.
Yeah, that's the new YouTube thing to do is octagon lights.
Yeah. No. All right. So this phone is not working, so I'm going to restart it real quick. So you guys hang in there. There's nothing's going to happen to the thing, so we don't have to worry about that. We're just going to restart this phone because there must be something wrong with it.
Finesse, good to see you on here, my friend.
Yeah.
On my Roadmaster with the 116 factory Indian kit, I know if I put that thing in second gear and hit that throttle, that front wheel would lift on a bike that heavy. So I don't know if I was trying to do wheelies, but I know the front wheel would lift. So there you go. That's for a Thunderstroke.
Yeah.
All you Power Plus guys, I don't know. I don't know about any of you.
Oh my gosh. So I did find the link for the actual receiver that you had the full
The one in
CarPlay. Yes.
I.
The one. So that fools it and says, "Hey, I can play CarPlay," and it looks like it. I must have turned it off here. Plug it back in here.
I'm going to move the mic with your head, so be careful.
Very good.
Not close enough.
That's what happens when you touch this receiver. I'm good. All right, so yeah, we'll see how we get this thing working out, and we should be okay. So I should just go through the whole setup, right? But must be connected to CarPlay, which it is. And let's restart this thing here. See what happens here. And see if we can get it back up.
It usually works when the bike's running.
Yeah.
I don't know if you want to do that with closed garage doors.
Yeah, I don't need carbon monoxide poisoning and boom, dead. My wife does want to kill me. I spend too much money on motorcycles.
Yes.
And that's one thing I got to do, keep on doing. All right, so it's while it's restarting here, I'm going to go into the settings here. And a lot of people, they don't know much about this system because it's always a hassle. So we can go through a couple things, like it's like CarPlay right here. You push that button, there's CarPlay, comes on. Right now, for some reason, it's not finding the mic.
Is it this much of a hassle, like on Harley? I think it's across the board, isn't it?
Not
only Indian, it's all of them.
No, you still have to buy a mic for that also.
And, well, here's the thing. There are a lot of YouTubers out there that I've seen with the new Harley Road Glides, and they've got something under the seat where you plug a pass through one end through other end, and that supposedly takes care of the problem. Oh. So Harley might have found an answer to the problem already, where we're still messing around with this. Finesse says, does that connect through your USB in the right side pocket? That is what you did. Yes, that's what you did.
And I didn't realize it. I mean, because we're kind of live here. When I turned my phone off, so that's the reason CarPlay's not working.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, this is where it's all fun. This is where.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah, that's what happened, and that's probably the reason why the camera's not working, because it's got CarPlay going on. I was like, why is this camera not working? Well, guess what? It's because it's hooked up to CarPlay. So I'll probably be disconnecting that here in a second, unless we can go through the CarPlay real quick, and then I'll disconnect it, and then I'll be able to use the camera so I can do everything else. So, all right. So it should be connecting here shortly. I just got to unlock it, and then I was like, why is this thing? I've been talking about how it's not having any problems, and then guess what? It has the problem.
Les said that it works better on a Goldwing.
Yeah.
Well, you can go buy a gold ring. That's what you want.
Finesse wants to know, how does he charge the phone? It says.
I do have CarPlay, or not CarPlay, Quad Lock, and it is. Let me see if I can move it over here. Let's see. I got this camera here.
Okay, so it's a charger. It's a charger lock. Yep. Is it a quad lock? Because I thought you just said you got rid of quad lock.
No, it's Quad Lock.
Okay.
I have not I haven't got rid of Quad Lock yet. I just got rid of the CarPlay adapter. That one was. I did a video about a year ago, and people are still watching that video, and people are still buying the Quad Lock. I need to take that video and update it and say, do not buy the Quad Lock. The Quad Lock, even with my friends, like Les, he bought the Quad Lock. He experienced the same thing. And a lot of people don't know how to update it. And what the problem is, and I do have it here. Hold on a second. I must put it
Boy.
over. Yeah. Either way,
You were prepared.
I was prepared for this live, and it was great. But anyway, the quad lock is a terrible device. Do not buy it. That's all I can say.
Well, what would you buy in its place? Or
Well, that's
would
what I
you
just showed you. Yeah, I just showed you.
Oh, that would be in
Yeah.
its place?
Yeah, this is what I would, this right here is what I would buy in its place because I haven't had any errors. I know it's an off brand, and there's no. Come on, focus a little bit there, buddy. There we go. That right there, and I put the link already in the chat.
Yeah, it's in the chat. I saw that.
Oh
Yeah.
wow! Got some
Yeah,
reflections still. This is a disaster.
Okay, now you know why we don't do tech videos.
You know what? This is what makes it fun. Okay, this is what makes it fun. I mean, we were like sitting in a chair and going, "This is what Carplay looks like on an Indian Challenger." I mean, people will be like, "I'm turning this thing," so at least they can laugh a little bit. I bet you Finesse is laughing right now.
I think he already signed off.
Oh, you think he signed off?
Okay. Yeah, I think he's going to tune in tomorrow when we try and do it seriously.
Oh, geez.
But Les says he bought a Bluetooth adapter, AutoSky 3A06.
Yeah.
Put that in the dash compartment. See, he's got a Roadmaster, and all the USB, the info USB, is in the top dash. It's on top of the dash. So, yeah.
So here we go. I'm gonna go through the Carplay a little bit.
Okay, I'm all ears.
Okay.
Fascinating,
ain't it? This is gonna be great. We're gonna make some history tonight. I can neither confirm or deny.
I can hardly wait.
Oh my gosh, I can't wait to meet this guy. All right, so here we go. As you can see, we got some apps here. Let's go to the first page. All right, so the first page, you got like a little Waze. I use Waze a lot because, if you're going down, so I guess on a race course in Mexico.
The closer,
you really want to know where the police officers are, okay? And then Waze kind of helps you out because a lot of people are going, hey, there's a cop at this intersection or like that. And you'll see them on the actual map. And that's what's really good about using CarPlay on the motorcycle. I actually use the same kind of adapter in my truck too. So let me get looks like a kind of, let me get it focused here. So, and then we got, I'm listening to some music, okay? And it will play through your speakers. It has no problem with playing for your speakers. You just got to, tell it in the software which way you want it. I also have we're going to talk about this tomorrow, the Cardo unit. I have the Pack Talk Edge, and my wife does too. Also, we'll be talking about that tomorrow night on the podcast about communication with group riding and stuff like that, which is very important. You also have a search on here. I don't know what that's really for. Maybe it's for apps, but anyway, we'll go to the next page. All right. And then you can see you got the phone. You can take phone calls. You got Apple Music. You got Apple Maps. You got Messengers. I mean, you really don't want to be looking at messages unless you're in a parking spot. I think it does do voice, but sometimes it doesn't do a very good job at it. And then you got Now Playing, and you got the Indian app. Now, you do have, it just takes you to all the settings in the actual ride command. But if you go back to CarPlay, let's go back. And then the next is podcasts. So you can listen to podcasts. You can listen to our podcasts on Apple here in the future. And you can be able to ride and listen to Max and make fun of Chris, and Les make fun of Chris. I don't know who Chris is, but... And then you got audiobooks in case you want to take a long ride. And I use this a lot in my truck when I'm going to like a long ride. Like if I'm going to Florida or something like that, I will listen to podcasts or I'll listen to audiobooks, and it makes the trip go so much faster. I mean, it's unbelievable. And then you got news, and you got the calendar, and you got settings. And you got Amazon Music, you got Chick-fil-A, and you got there's a motorcycle. I don't know how you pronounce that, D-Tech or whatever it is, motorcycle app, and you got Google Maps, and then you got My Radar Pro, which I use a lot especially when it's raining, and it keeps track of the radar around me, which works really well. And then you got River, which is I think that's actual who's Redzilla app, and cycle gear cycle or cycle gear yeah, cycle gear, that's their app, I believe. And then you got Smart Life, which that's, do you want to open your garage doors, and you can actually program it, which was pretty cool about that. You actually can program that app when you leave with your motorcycle, it automatically shuts the garage door, and when you show up to your house, it will open your garage door open for you automatically, which is really cool. Then you got Spotify, which I use a lot when I don't want to listen to anybody in a group. And I don't know what Target's on there for. I did not put Target in there.
That's your daughter.
And then you got Teams, and then you got Waze, which I use a lot. And then you got Zoom in case you're at work.
Vanessa says that Waze is a safety device.
Yeah, Waze is a safety device, especially when it also tells you where potholes are and that kind of stuff. I mean, it does. So you're kind of aware of what's your surroundings when people actually put on there, which is pretty cool. If you look at Waze and you see this little flag right here, this is how everybody does it. They hit the little hazard little icon. Then you got traffic. You can put that in there. You got police. You got a crash. You got bad weather. You got block lanes. You got hazard, and you got map issues. Like there's something wrong with the map if the road's closed or something like that, and it'll tell you, which is really cool. So I can put police right next to my house, and everybody come down the road and they'll say, "There's a police officer at Chris's house." All right, but anyway, so that's Waze. I mean, that's the reason why CarPlay is so freaking awesome on a motorcycle, is that you got all these options. I know Ride Command is pretty cool, and which we'll go through Ride Command here in a second after I deactivate this thing and get the other camera working. But I mean, you have any experience with this, Max?
No, sir, not with a Challenger or a Pursuit. Mm-hmm. My Roadmaster was a 2019, and that's the year 2019 to 2020 where they did the switch of Ride Command and updated it. So like I said, my USB took my stick and played songs directly off of it. When I plugged it into somebody else's 2020, it didn't work. So I don't know what they did to Ride Command to not make it work and all that stuff is recorded off Apple. So I don't know.
Yeah. Right, we'll get
for now, I'm out of sleep. I'm answering less. So
is your wife watching?
No.
All right.
No, she's watching Orange is the New Black.
Because I'm looking at your bike in my garage, if we get that out and get to your house.
Son of a don't even start. But the thing is, though, she'll probably watch this tomorrow on YouTube. I appreciate that. Thanks for getting my ass sleeping on the couch again. I really appreciate it.
One thing about it is you can see Teams. There's you got some, what do you call it? Notices on there. It looks like I got 5 notifications on there. I mean, that's work trying to get a hold of me, which I haven't looked at. So I'm sorry, guys. I'm not answering. Not today. I'm off, which is pretty cool. So if anybody's got any questions about CarPlay, man, just let us know. I mean, I'm going to get ready to finish the CarPlay part of this.
You know what? I think that one guy that we had on a couple of weeks ago from that IMRG down there, who's the tech expert.
Yep.
I think we ought to leave this to him.
Yeah.
Have him get on here. Have him take my place, and then you two can sit there and talk all day long.
I am working on that. We will have a podcast probably about Ride Command. We are working on that. I did ask him a couple days ago if he was interested in it. We just haven't finalized it yet. But I'm just going to go through a little bit of it, and I'm going to unplug this so I can get my camera back. Okay, guys, so you guys are going to see this thing disappear. But nobody's got any questions about CarPlay. I'm going to get my iPhone on the podcast. Boop. Done. See how fast that was? Boom, it's history. I guess I can plug it in and see how fast this thing actually loads that you guys want to see. So let's do I really like this new adapter.
I think Les has a similar setup, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, he copied my setup, so he spent some money because I told him you should get the car quad lock. You should get the quad lock one, and that one's not working very well for him. So, as you can see, it's popping up right now. Let's see what it does.
He said something about
Bam! That's how quick it is. Done, just like that. All right.
He said the phone and other Bluetooth unit. The phone and other Bluetooth unit to act as a headset. I put in my right saddlebag with the phone to charge.
Yeah, I got to get the comments coming up on the screen. I apologize, folks. I'm still trying to get used to this, the live. I've never been in this setup before. It's out in the garage. I got to get an air conditioner out here too, because there's no way I'm going to be able to do podcasts out here. All right, so here we go. Let's see. See if I can get this camera working, and then we can get a little bit more in depth on the what upgrades I got here. Let's see here. Let's get the iPhone camera working. Come on, let's get it going. You might be still wondering about this. So, let's see. What? What's so funny?
Les has hire a tech person.
Well, I've been waiting for that person. They just haven't showed up yet.
We just haven't had any offers.
Yeah, I'm trying. It just doesn't work. All right, so it's just it doesn't want to work. I don't know why, but every other day it works. It just doesn't work. Maybe it's let me make sure it's in the front. Bring it to the front. It usually gives me like a notification that, hey, your camera's working, but
You're just having technical difficulties all around, aren't you?
I know. It's just terrible. Terrible. All right, let me go with the other camera real quick, and then I'm going to restart it one more time. And I can talk about some of the upgrades I have around this mic. And
you haven't done a whole ton, have you?
No, I have not. You know why? Because my wife, tells me I can't. So
I did not. Your bike already came with several upgrades, obviously.
All right, I can't hear anything, so Connie, you're going to have to tell me. I'm going to move this thing a little bit back. I can use this camera, what we can do. And let's see if we can get this thing to go back a little bit more. There we go. All right. Now I'll get the headphones back on. All right. So this is pretty much this is pretty much all stock. All right, other than the Carplay adapter here. You can get bigger, badder speakers for your Challenger, for real. The controls up here are just like normal. You got the power button, you got the start, and then you got the cruise control. All right. And then this is a lot of people like to see this. That's the windshield going up and down. Now, as you double hit it twice, it'll go all the way up by itself. If you double hit it down, automatically goes, I thought it would. There we go. And it goes down. So that's the same on all the touring bikes Indian makes, the Challengers, the Chieftains, and the Roadmasters. On the left side of the handlebars is that you got your horn. Okay. Sounds like a car. It's pretty loud for a motorcyclist, which is pretty cool. You got your brights right here. All right.
Your brights?
Yep. And you got turn signal, your hazard lights, and you got the music, and then you can control the ride command, the ride command for Indian. And you can also do CarPlay too. You can actually navigate in CarPlay too, which is pretty cool. And then up here at the screen, you got different things right here. So you got the, how many miles I've done on the last trip. 884 miles. I got to get these glasses off because everything's blurry on the screen because I'm too far away from it. I got readers on. I got 92 miles left in my gas tank. My battery's at 12.1, and that's old. That's the next oil change. That's where I'm at right now. Is 804 since the last oil change. So, and then we got gas, and then you got neutral gear, You got miles per hour, and you get what direction that we are moving at. Now, as you hit this little corner thing here, this is where all your widgets are, and you can replace whatever you want. I'm not going to replace anything on that, but you just drag. You see the little navigation arrows, the four corners or four arrows. You can just click on that and drag it over to any of these spots. So the actual ride command is actually modular, which a lot of people don't even realize that. Yeah. You don't know how many people in the dealership doesn't show you this stuff.
Yeah, because I had split screens all over my Roadmaster.
Yeah,
I had a couple of main screens, but then I had split screens for everything else.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So yeah, if you can do that and take advantage of it, you might as well do it.
Yeah. What was Finesse saying?
Do you change your own oil?
No, I do not. Not yet. Have not. Have you, Finesse?
He did a video on it.
You know,
he does his own oil and filter changes.
Awesome.
You're behind.
Oh,
no, I got somebody to watch now. When did he do that video?
And coolant changes too. He changed the coolant too.
Wow, there's a lot of people have problems with that. I understand. Did you have any problems with getting it to what do you call it, level out? I guess you can say. Finesse. I mean, when you're changing the coolant. Was there any issues with that? Because the bleeded, I guess you can say, bleeding the lines. But anyway, let's see here. I got to catch up with all these. Oh my gosh, there's a lot of messages here.
Mostly conversation between me and Les. I think Heather can take him.
And Finesse.
And Finesse.
Finesse. Thank you.
but I'll tell you what, Chris, I went and bought a horn, a different horn for that. That's not one of the long horns, but it was an air horn it gave, and as you might remember, it scared the crap out of everybody when I finally got it.
Yeah.
It sounds a lot better than that. That's a decent horn for a bike, but it still sounds cheesy. So yeah, I would definitely look for an aftermarket horn. Yeah.
It's a wussy horn.
It's a wussy horn. Oh, don't be so. Yeah, this is my bike, man. Don't be.
I think the lock is even worse, isn't
it? Yeah. Yeah, whatever.
Now does Max, does your bike have this kind of like screen setup like this?
Yeah, it's the same.
Is it the same?
Well, it's a different format because remember, like I said, 2019 was the year that they switched it over, but it still had the ability to split screens and add screens and put things where you wanted it. There were the travel screen and I think the travel screen was the only one that I had that I did not change at all. And I couldn't change at all. But the rest of them I could split.
I'm sorry. Did you just grab and
drag
the widgets where you want them or in the order you want them in?
That's exactly what I did.
Okay.
And from what I understand, you can still do that.
I still can't get this camera to work, but life's a pain, I guess. We live and we learn from our lessons.
What other upgrades did you make? Because I know you made some to the exhaust because our neighbors hate you.
I did put neighbor haters on my exhaust, but they're actually tab performance. I watched Finesse's.
Another shout out for Finesse.
Yeah.
And I got the zombies right there. I got the zombies. They're nice and loud. I mean, I've never been able to really hear them because I don't allow anybody to ride my motorcycle. So not even my wife. And so I've never really actually heard them go down the road to see what they really sound like. But a lot of people say they do sound pretty loud. So that's a good thing because of my neighbors. You know, I like to distract my neighbors when I'm leaving. It's like, oh my gosh, Chris is leaving again. Oh my gosh.
It's when you start your motorcycle at 8 a.m. They just love you.
Oh yeah,
they just love you.
Love it. Or they think I'm going too fast because they hear my motorcycle. They'll put it on Facebook and say there was a motorcycle that was going down the road and he was going too fast because we could hear him.
Yeah.
Well, that's after the Roosters. After you guys get done out there in the country, where the hell you're at.
We do get complaints about the Roosters on the other street.
Yeah, it's crazy.
For real.
Yeah, the Roosters are up before 8, so there you go. I don't know.
Yeah.
All right.
That's too funny.
But I mean, like, I don't, if anybody's got a question, I mean, I'll go over some other stuff. I do have the lowers. I don't have like the lowers that you get from the Pursuit, but I do have the Indian lowers. I wish I could show you down here, but that's an upgrade. They're leather. What I would give you, what I would tell you to do, a lot of people, when it starts getting cold out, they put the lowers on, which I do. But it's too cold out there. You need to warm them up first. Put them on like a heater or something like that. Let that leather, be a little bit more pliable. Expands a little bit. Yeah. And then they're easy to put on there because a lot of people break the actual locking
buttons.
The buttons, yeah.
Rivets.
The rivets and stuff like that. So they break them off and they complain about them a lot. But I got a heating gun and I heated the sides up and they went on easily. I mean, it was no problem at all, brand new. And that really worked out. So that's good advice right there. So if you do get the lowers, and then everything Indian is expensive. I think they were like $400. So
but when they snap and they fit very snug.
Oh yeah, they do. Yeah,
they're very
keeps your legs dry if it's raining, and they keep them warm in the wintertime because you got that engine right next to you, so no air is getting to you. So that's a good thing, which is great. The Indian also has these vents. Let me go back a little bit here so you guys can see them. But Indian also has these vents right down here, which I have mine closed right now because it's been still chilly out here. But you can open them up so you can get some airflow there. They can hit you right in the chest. I mean, it's not very powerful. It just cool you off a little bit on them hot 90-day weather. And let's see what else I got.
Did you get the bars back here?
I'll get the crash bars. Yeah, I'll get them here in a second. I did get the garage door opener. You gotta take this thing off right here. It comes off really easy, and then right in the center here, it actually does.
I believe you. Quit tugging on it.
But in there is the garage door opener, so you can control 2 garage doors. But mine's hooked up with a new Chamberlain. Yeah.
Chamberlain, yeah.
Yeah. So it's easy to use, which is pretty cool. There's also a thing on there that turns the lights on when you come to your house, which, man, the technology is so, and this is where I guess motorcycles really need to go.
Are you you're supposed to keep your hands on the clap on, clap off. Yeah, right.
No, it texts me coming down the road and turns the lights on, so which is pretty cool. Let's see here. I do have like a camera mount here. This right here is for my Insta 360. It's a remote. And I can hit the button and it starts recording on my helmet all the time. So if people want to know about that. And then my helmet, which I just started working on last night, redesigning it, the wire, because I'm getting a lot of noise with the mic. So I'm redoing the mic. So I got a Purple Panda. I got it kind of taped, glued in the front, which you guys can't see. But
have a good night, Finesse.
Have a good night, Finesse.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming on.
Finesse. We'll catch you on tomorrow.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll catch you on tomorrow. But it's pretty nice. And then I got the Cardo mic set up here, which works out great. So
are we going to talk about that?
Yeah, we're going to talk about that tomorrow night.
Okay. Since you and I stay tuned for tomorrow, folks.
Yeah, that's what we're going to talk about tomorrow night. Is we're going to talk about communication with groups and how valuable it is. I mean, I would watch a couple of videos this week where people went on group rides and they had voice, and it kind of saved somebody's life, because they found out there was a situation coming down the road, and if they wasn't paying attention and listening, it could have been a lot worse than what the outcome came out. Now, some of the stuff I do have, a lot of people, I brought these out. These are gloves. These are actually Indy Ridge gloves. I'm not a, what do you call it? They're not supporting us by any means, but there's Indy Ridge. I like their gloves.
Not sponsored. They're
not sponsoring us, but I always carry a second pair of gloves in my saddlebag. And the reason why that is because I have a bad habit of actually leaving things.
You think? Like me?
Or dropping things. Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Like me dropping things? Yeah.
Yeah. But I do have some problems with that. And I think a lot of people do. So, but you just gotta, you don't.
No.
Well, you're perfect, Mr. Max.
He forgets things, trust me. He leaves things everywhere.
Yeah. And let's see what else I got here.
No, I take memory pills for that.
This has come in handy. This is a Lexan. This is what I carry is the air up my tires in case there's a problem. You never know. And this screws on and it's battery operated. It's also got a flashlight on it. So in case you at night something happens and you get stuck on the side of the road, it's got a little flasher on there. So
you have to charge that? Or?
You can charge it. Yeah. You have to charge it. What would it do? Wind it up with your hands.
Hey, flipping Zippo.
Okay. Flipping Zippo, welcome to this unscheduled live. That's right. And then I do have a tire repair kit that I carry with me all the time. And I'll put all these links in the description here. And this is a metal one. It's not one of the plastic ones. And it comes with all the good stuff. I do like that. So I do carry a couple safety things. I do have a Saddleman seat. And I did do a video. And that was one of the first videos I've ever done on YouTube about me installing this. And I tapped into power underneath the seat because there's a connector that goes to your... if you have a trunk, you buy a trunk, there's a connector back there. So I just got the power on it and it works great. Heated seat works great. And then I got the backrest, which is awesome. I broke it in last year and I've never looked back on this seat. This seat is very comfortable. I like it.
I like that seat too.
Yeah, you do. You fall asleep in it all the time.
Yep, we're good. That's a different show.
All right, what we got here?
So you said that's the road sofa on there?
He says, I got a pump that plugs into a SAE.
The same port. I think he means the same port.
Same. Yeah, that's the
SAE
tire
port.
thing, right? I think that's a tire thing.
He also said he went to eBay and got the lowers for under $200. He's got the same lowers. That's awesome.
Oh, the leather lowers?
Yeah.
Yeah,
you probably could. You
Great
can go
idea.
Temu and stuff like that. Probably.
Ew, I don't like Temu.
Okay, let me go through some of these questions here.
Flipping Zippo's on here now too.
Yeah, Flipping Zippo.
Okay. All right.
You
guys, I need to take a short pause for the cause. Give me a second, okay?
Yeah,
go
gotcha.
ahead and continue.
Yeah, go ahead. We're going to talk about Cardo tomorrow night. Yes, we'll go in depth also. I do have, if you go, I got to change it because it's, if you go to Cardo and you want some, a discount on it, if you go to Cardo and buy any of their items, I am affiliate with them. Iron Pony Life is the coupon code, but I haven't changed that yet to the new one for throttle and iron. But we do get you do get a discount. All right, so
He did say the SAE port.
yes,
Okay.
yeah,
Just clarifying that because I said that wrong. Said that incorrectly. Where's that at? SAE power port.
that's the one in the trunk. I think that's what he's talking about.
Is it? Okay.
Yep. Welcome to the podcast. Hopefully you're subscribed. If not, please subscribe. Also share if you want to. We just did this to have some fun tonight.
It's an impromptu.
Yeah, it's impromptu. I was bored. It was raining all weekend. Haven't been able to do anything. And I said, let's just ask me anything about my Challenger.
Now we did have the fairing off a couple times on this Challenger.
Mm-hmm.
Did you change the light too?
Yes, I did put the light that leans with you.
The LED. Oh, that leans with you?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
The adaptive light.
Yeah, adaptive light. So if it's leans, it will show light on the left side if you turn in left, and it'll show more light on the right side if you lean to the right. So when you're doing turns, and that's what's good about having that light with a Challenger, because the fairing does not change, so it's always going to be straight. So the light's always pointed straight. Also, even when you're going around curbs and stuff like that. So the adaptive light kind of gives you a little bit better lighting. I do not have the Indian fog lights. I do have Dynamics. What do you call it? Fog lights. So they're pretty cool. They're pretty good. I did get when I did get the first set, none of them worked because somebody, you never open them up, because I learned from the hard way.
Hard way. Yeah.
Yeah. Somebody opened them up before I got them. I guess they were returned. They got them. I got them back. and the cable, I could see the wires actually broken in the lamp. And I said, what is that? What's going on with that? So I unscrewed the thing, and they were all disconnected because somebody was trying to change the LED to a different position, and it didn't work. You can't do that on their lights. So, all right. So
I guess you upgraded more than I thought you did.
I do have, like you said, the lowers for the saddlebag, and believe me, I got them off of Amazon. It only cost me like, I think $60. They're identical to the Indian ones, and a lot of people were like, "You don't get the cheap stuff. You know, they ain't gonna work. They're gonna break." I did actually drop the bike, actually moving. It wasn't like I was sitting. I was doing a U-turn, and my wife was on the back, and I was just going too slow. And
I always get blamed.
no, I'm not. I'm not blaming you. And the actual highway pegs hit the. They were in a different position at the time. They were a little bit lower. Hit a Colt. What do you call them? Circle things like
the big water meter. Is
yeah,
what
whatever it was, in the middle of the road. Got caught and spun the bike around, and it literally saved my bike. Saddlebags. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean they would have been gone if I didn't have that Amazon part there. So yeah, it does. They are strong, and it did not bend them. It just got a little scrape on it, and that's it. So perfect.
This is a 2023, right?
2023.
That's
yep.
what I thought.
Yep.
Oh, we did the tail lights too that go on the bags, didn't we?
Yeah, you got a 2025. You get the 112, did you? What's that? I did get that.
Did you get the custom dynamics or the Indian ones?
Custom dynamics. I got them. Yep.
So they're run brake. What? Excuse me. I sound like you. Run brake turn.
I'm contagious.
Yeah, contagious. Yes.
Yeah, let me back up the camera a little bit so people can see them.
Okay, yeah, but they're run brake turn, right? They're just not run brake.
They're run brake turn, he said.
Okay.
Right? Yes, that's correct. Yeah, because you also put the light in to blink, didn't you? The tail light? Okay.
All right, I got to watch out for all these.
Yeah, you got lines everywhere. Cables.
Yeah, I got all these lines and cables. Let me get this thing where it's widescreen here, so you guys can see it a little bit better here.
You might have to move that one cable. I think it's going in front of your lens.
It's fine.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, there we go. Now, LEDs actually refresh. So these lights actually are not doing this right now. They're just refreshing, and it's really fast. It's so fast that you can't see it, and normally looking at it, but a camera can because the frame rate. So this little where you see the red going in and out, that's actually happening in seconds, and you don't even know it. All right. So anyway, if I hit my brakes, that's because I also got the Dynamics. What do you call that box? That's was it a thrower? What do you call it? Can't remember. Are you there, Max?
Yeah, I'm right here. I know what you're talking about, but I don't know what it's called either.
Yeah, I can't remember.
It's a custom dynamic.
Yeah.
Box that goes in between the two connectors of your lights, and it makes it flash. I had them on my bike.
The harness?
Yeah, there's a box.
Yep.
There's a box. That's a little circuit breaker box.
Oh, that's right.
I
think it's a strober. I think it's the strober. And basically what happens is, so you can actually,
because it's custom Dynamics Pro ones that I had installed on my bike that had 10 settings of different kind of flashes and when it stopped and all that stuff. So I set mine on, I think it was 3 or 4 that did 3 flashes and then stopped solid. I was always afraid. I was never afraid of anybody else. I'm glad. I'm a firm believer you can't light up the back of your bike enough. You should make everyone at the back of your bike look like a rocket ship as far as I'm concerned. Flashes, everything else. The only thing that scared me, if somebody with epilepsy got behind me, I was dead. So, other than that, I knew nobody had an excuse for rear-ending me because the back of my bike was lit up like a spaceship.
Yeah. Mark's wanting my 4-digit code. Sorry, buddy, can't get it. Well,
IU or whatever. He said he did get the 112.
Gotcha.
He said he rewired the stock saddlebag lights on the 112 with the custom dynamics harness. So the work has run, brake, turn, too.
Mm-hmm.
So they work. Okay, so they work.
Okay. Oh, so you can turn
Yeah.
your turn signals on. That's good.
The one thing is you've got to get that custom dynamics thing in between the stock harness.
He said magic strobe.
Yeah.
Yeah, magic strobe.
That's what he said.
But guess what? More power to him, because I wish he should get on here and give a tutorial then, because I don't think it's as easy as just taking it apart, putting it in the magic strobe box, and then plugging the two ends into that. But I think there's a little more to it than that.
Yeah, in the directions, you got a little bit these little switches, and you got to turn which switches you want on. It does a different pattern. Like this right here is just the, that pattern, whatever it's called. Yeah. But there's different ones where they go 1, 2, 3, and they go really fast, and 1, 2, 3 really fast. It's just different patterns that they can do. One thing I wanted to show was like if you're doing a turn single, and like I'm turning right now, and you hit your brakes, it's not gonna strobe. You see that? So it's kind of a safety thing there. All right. But yeah, that's a little bit on there. Oh, everybody, yeah. Yeah, I'm from Indiana. So anyway, I've always showed my address a couple times. If you don't have my code, that's all that matters.
No, but they got your license plate number. People have been making fake license plate stuff. So when you get another ticket bill in the mail, you know where it's from.
I'm actually going to try to relocate mine because I get too many tolls.
Yeah. Good luck with that.
Yeah, I know.
I know I had a relocation flat, a curved license plate for mine. Mm-hmm. I don't know if you can do that for a Challenger Pursuit yet. I'm sure Kuryakin or Zero or somebody's got one.
Yeah, somebody's probably make one. Hey, another thing I want to talk about is Max. Not Max, but is Les still on here?
No, I don't see him on here anymore. I'm sure he is though.
Mm-hmm. Well, this right here is what I use. Let me change the screen here because let me get this thing changed to a different camera here. We don't need that one. You don't need to see me.
Oh, he said he's always also in Indiana.
Oh, Indiana? Well, hey.
Hobart, Merrillville.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, Merrillville.
Nice to meet you.
Absolutely.
We'll have to go riding one of these days.
Yep.
So let me send this to the back here so we can get more cameras here. Okay, there we go. And let me move this up a little bit. I know, I got too much stuff here.
I know.
Wireless. Where's wireless at? Here we go.
Oh, you gonna show him what Les gave you or got you hooked on?
What's that?
That stuff.
Oh yeah. So
does a good job.
Yeah, it does do a good job. This is the stuff I use, and I do have a flat paint, but you can use anything. If Les was on here, I'd be able to tell you what it is because I haven't bought it yet.
Well, Heather uses it on her Can-Am Spider too.
Yeah. He's gave me some free. He's gave me the free bottle and stuff like that.
He's got you hooked.
Yeah, he's got me hooked. So I'll put that in the link in the bottom when we get the actual thing working. But yeah, that's the Challenger in a nutshell. I mean, the new Chieftains have pretty much the same body style now because they got the power. They got the same frame. So the only thing different is the fairing. It's not a fixed fairing. So, and the new Challengers have the new 112 option, and they also have a bunch of safety measures, which I don't know if I'm going to upgrade this year. My wife hasn't told me I could yet, but we'll see how that works.
Nope. Oh, Les is on here now.
Oh, Les is on here?
Wash all max. Yeah, wash all, wax all.
Yeah, that's what we use. Let me see if I can get that link here also.
You got him hooked, Les.
Hey, it works great.
It does. I think they will wipe off both their bikes with that.
Yep.
Yeah, there you go.
$29.99 per gallon on Amazon.
Yeah. Or you can get the kit, which I'll give you guys the kit here. It does work wonders. I do like it.
Now, here's the thing. Yeah. I tried. Les gave me some of that stuff too. I didn't like it as well as I liked the good old fallback Honda spray-on stuff that everybody uses. They market it as different stuff. Harley has it, Honda has it, Kawasaki has it. Everybody's got it's the same formula, but it's a spray and white, and it works really, really well.
Yeah.
I'll have it with me tomorrow. I don't want to go and get it out of the garage. I still have a can.
I guess how much he dilutes it. I guess how because it's concentrated. Maybe it was a little bit more diluted. Maybe it was a little bit more. But I haven't had any problems with it.
Well, the thing is, though, what I don't like is that it's a liquid and it's running. It runs before I can get to it to wipe it off.
Oh yeah, okay.
Because usually I spray the whole thing, then I go wipe it off. A foam stays there. The liquid does not.
Yeah.
Yes, I am too damn picky. You got dang right.
So IO, what color Challenger did you get? You didn't get the Elite, did you? You got 2025. Just curious.
Who, me?
No, IO.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I was getting ready to say, no, I know you're not talking to me.
Les doesn't dilute it either. Sorry.
You're not getting a bike until next year, bro. That's the rules.
That's the rules. You're right.
Yeah, your wife has said you are not allowed to.
Max is picky and slow.
Well, the thing is,
he's picking on now.
Well, I'm taking my time. Besides, to tell you the truth, folks, and I say this often, but it's the truth. I'm not totally healed yet from November. Everybody says it takes a year, and it's only been 6 months. But my leg hurts on a regular basis, and so does hell. I can do my physical therapy all day long, but when I went to walk a block the other day when it wasn't raining, I about died. I had to come home and get an ice pack right away. So I got a little while to go.
Oh yeah,
nice.
Definitely.
Yeah.
We are planning I think we're planning a trip to Carmack or Comac, whatever it is, Indiana.
Comac Station.
Yeah, Comac Station. I think that's pretty close to him up there.
Oh, in
yeah. I have to meet him up there.
Merrillville?
Yeah, I have to look up where that's at.
We're going to look you up. IOO.
Yeah. Yeah, we're going.
He got Sunset Red Metallic Limited.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's the color that you wouldn't let me get yesterday.
That's exactly right.
I wish I would have known you guys were going up there. I would have gone with you.
Oh, we're not going yet.
Okay, there is a couple of bikes up there I want to see. Well, we might as well go ahead and give them a plug while we're talking about it.
Okay.
Indian Cincinnati on Route 4, they're having their grand opening on this coming Saturday. That is the 10th, I believe. And they have a number of new bikes up there that everybody always knocked them for not having a whole lot of bikes in their showroom. Well, I think they fixed that because from all intents and purposes, from what I'm hearing and from what I've seen online and on Cycle Trader, yes, I have been looking at Cycle Trader. Lisa can't hurt me for that one. She knows I've been looking at Cycle Trader. They got a bunch of bikes up there, and a couple of them I'm really interested in. So you might want to go up there and take a look. And if you're in the market, from what I'm understanding, they're putting out some great deals. So you might want to give a shout to a friend of ours, Marty, up there. And he's the finance guy. So you're going to be talking to him anyway. Tell him to throttle and iron, and Max and Chris and Les sent you.
Yeah, Marty's actually, I don't know if you heard, I don't think you did, Max. He was in a car accident. He's not been there for...
No, I didn't hear that.
3 months or so. He's still having some surgeries.
Ouch.
Yeah. We found out about that when we went up there and visit. But yeah, hopefully he's doing well. But I know that he hasn't been back yet. So that's situation.
Well, prayers and thoughts and prayers go out to Marty. Hope he's feeling better. Believe me, brother, I know where you're at. Been there, done that. Well, been there doing that.
Yeah. Hey, you're doing good.
Yep.
Yeah, thank you. And I appreciate everybody's thoughts and prayers out there too. I really do. Thank you very much.
I'll tell you one thing. We've been stuck on 490 for a whole week. Can somebody help us out? Show us something. Show us some love. We're still at 490.
Are you?
Yeah. So, is it stuck? Is it like the button doesn't work? Can somebody test the subscribe button?
Maybe we go to $4.99 if IOO gets out there and subscribes.
That's
So
right.
there you go.
Help us out, IOO.
Maybe he's already subscribed. Who
Yeah,
knows?
Right.
there you go.
Yeah, but we do have.
Hey,
Yeah.
we've got a big show tomorrow. That's what we ought to be leading up to because
Yep.
it's time.
Yep. So tomorrow we're going to have a podcast and it's going to be awesome. We're going to be discussing a few things. One is going to be communication with group rides because we always talk about safety and a lot of people ride by themselves. But, is it good to have a communication device or not? Hand signals. Do riders still know what hand signals are and when they use them?
Yeah, only one, and you're not going to like that one.
Yeah, it's like, motherfucker. So that should be tomorrow night. That we actually have that one planned, so it should hit a lot better. We'll have 3 people on our panel. We'll have Les, Max, and me.
Yeah, Les is coming back. Thank God.
Yep.
We'll also talk about the race results from this weekend, King of the Baggers.
Oh, yeah.
So
and we'll see.
We'll have to be talking about that.
Yep. We'll talk about the standings and where we're at. And, we had one of our new riders win a race.
Yes, sir.
So, yeah, we'll be talking about that. And what else would we we're going to talk. We're going to talk real talk, man. We're just going to anybody's got any questions, anything's got going on, just, reach out to us.
See if anybody had any good rides over the weekend.
Yeah.
That weren't in this area because it was all rain.
Yeah. Indiana, this week, looks like we're on that little routine where the weekends suck and during the week is like the best, and that's what it looks like the actual routine is going to be for a while. So hopefully that changes. But so
that's
far,
what the weather pattern's doing. It's running around in a circle and holding fast.
Yeah, and the weekends
it's not supposed to clear until Wednesday. Yes.
Yeah.
Although next weekend's supposed to be nice. So there you go.
Gosh, I hope so.
And then I'll start vacation and I'll see where I'm really going to go. I might just take off and I might go Tennessee by myself.
Well,
I don't know.
Your wife might not have a lot to say about that if you're taking off by
Bye,
yourself.
bye, bye.
She don't like going on vacation with me. Yeah.
Okay, I'm done.
That's
done.
for tomorrow.
Good night, everybody. Time to go. See you later.
Yeah.
See you later. Gotta go.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Hold on a second.
We'll see everybody tomorrow night. Like, share, subscribe, please.
Yeah. Please get us past this little freaking thing here. Where's my music at? There we go. I gotta get the music. Oh, hold on a second. Here we go. Carla C. Had a great ride yesterday. It was a beautiful 60s and 70s. All right.
Where are you
Where
at?
Yeah, where are you at? So,
You won't know we're around here.
yeah. Where's everybody from? That's where we need to know. Where's everybody from?
I'm going out to the Black Hills in Sturgis Memorial Day week for my cousin's wedding.
He's
Oh,
probably
nice.
gonna
Very
run
nice.
into snow.
Really?
It's South Dakota.
That's
You know
cool.
how it is up there.
Yeah.
Hell, it can snow up there if you sneeze wrong.
Yep.
And I mean a foot.
Yeah, we are.
Foot to 2 feet.
Yeah, we are planning a Sturgis ride next year. Montana.
Montana.
Nice.
Oh,
No speed
oh
limits
my
up there.
God, wow.
Yeah.
Welcome, Kayla.
Yeah, welcome to the podcast. Hopefully you subscribe, and we're gonna. Our podcast is not tonight. Actually, this is just we just put this video on.
Impromptu.
Yeah. We just thought we just
What
pop
I
on.
said. He can't say it.
Yeah, I can't say a lot of words. When you went to school, when you put you in the back of the class because they thought, he must not be able to hear or something like that, and then they move you to the front, and then it's like it didn't work, and what's going on, and then they realize, I'm dyslexic, I can't.
What's going to work either way?
It can work either way. Then the school back in my day didn't know what the hell to do with me, so they just put me back in the back of the room again. But it was fun. I mean, I learned, so I learned how to adapt. And a lot of people have to one of these days. But what kind of bike do you have there, Carla?
Kayla.
Sorry,
Kayla.
I gotta get my glasses.
Kayla C.
Yep.
Kayla C.
Yeah, what kind of bike do you have there? What do you ride? And then we're going to call it a night.
Be sure to tune in tomorrow, Kayla.
Yeah.
Yes, for sure.
And I'll get the rest of this stuff working.
So we can talk more about her trip.
Because I have...
Guess what, folks? If you think 2 of us are fun, 3 of us is a whole lot better.
Yeah. Yeah. And pound that, like button. Pound the like button and
Subscribe button.
get us past the 490. Come
Yes,
on, help us out.
please.
Yeah, I think it's really broke. Oh, hold on a second. We're at 492. The button is not broke.
Oh wow!
Ooh.
Oh,
Wow.
2021 Challenger, awesome.
All right.
Nice.
Awesome.
Very nice.
See, now you're inspired to take over this
inspired,
bike.
Kayla, thank you.
You can take this bike on.
Not my color.
Well, you can.
Oh my God.
We had an argument
my
today. I do want to talk about this.
No, it's
Yeah.
time to go.
No.
I
'Cause
saved
guess
this
what?
for tomorrow
I
night.
will leave everybody with this.
Yeah.
Vanessa's gone,
Yep.
but Vanessa's wife has a Challenger Elite, and he had a regular old Pursuit.
Yeah.
Now he's got a regular old Challenger, and God knows what Mrs. Vanessa's going to get. So, Connie, if you like that Challenger Elite, get one and show his ass up. Good night, everybody. Have a good night.
Oh,
Bye-bye.
That guy's, he's crazy. Oh, look at it. That's what I want right there. That's it. That's what I want. No, there it is. That's the one I want. Yeah.
No, Connie's going to get that one. You keep
No,
the one
no,
you
no,
got.
Oh, yeah, she is inspiring. She's 5'3".
5'3".
Wow.
Holy smokes. We got to get her on the podcast.
I'm very inspired, Kayla. Thank you.
All right. Well, we'll see everybody tomorrow night. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate y'all coming on here. And hey,
Night, everybody.
it was a little fun. And we just
It was
came on.
impromptu.
Impromptu,
Come on. What you
yeah.
expect?
I didn't have anything going. Half the stuff I had didn't work. Yeah.
Normal.
Anyway, I'll see you guys tomorrow night, 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, and we'll be here waiting for you.
Hope to see IOO and Kayla here tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
Good night.
Everybody have a good night.